Ryan from Bolin Development here, and let's take a quick look at Object-Oriented Programming, or OOP. In this tutorial, I don't want to get into any code, but rather a quick breakdown of what OOP is and why it can be helpful. First, let's take a look at the diagram on the left. Here you see we have a class with two fields and two methods. A class is basically a building block in Java, much in the way that our body uses cells and molecules use atoms. When we start coding in the next tutorials, we'll be doing so inside classes. Fields are used to store data about the class and can be various data types. Just like how you have a name, a height, or a place where you were born, fields are just data that we want to use to describe a class. Methods are used for action. A method can take in data, do some procedures, and output data. The important thing to note is that they don't have to do all of those things at once. Some methods will only output data, some will do math on data and return a value, so on and so forth. Let's look at a real example. On the right, we have a class dog. It has two fields and two methods, just like our previous example. With realistic names, you can see how these would be used with a class like dog. In name, you could store the name of the dog. With breed, you could store the breed. Bark and sit could be used to make the dog output a woof or sit when commanded to. Don't worry about knowing how to make these in code just yet. We'll get there. The main thing to understand is that Java can make objects using classes in order to represent the real world in code. Sophisticated systems have thousands of classes interacting with one another to mimic real-world processes faster than any human could on their own. This is what we call object-oriented programming, and it will become much more clear as we move along. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe to help me bring you even more Java content.